Hello and welcome back to another video guide on how to configure your router for your Simply broadband connection. In this video, we're going to be going over the Netcomm NF18ACV router, and more specifically, how to change internet connection type, how to set VLAN settings, and also how to change Wi-Fi settings. So first things first, as always, we head over to our browser and we head up to the address bar and we enter the default gateway, which in this case is 192.168.20.1. And we click enter, and as you can see, we have our login screen right here. So if this is your first time logging in, everything will be at default credentials, default values, sorry. So for the username, it should be admin, and for the password, it should be admin as well. If you've already signed into this device before, make sure you put in your username and password that you set last time you were in. So we're going to type in admin and admin, and we're going to sign in. So as you can see here, this router is prompting you to start the setup wizard. Most of the time I would say don't do this, but this setup wizard is actually very helpful. So we'll walk through this and then I will show you as well how to change the internet connection type and the VLAN settings manually after we set up the wizard. So we're going to go yes, start setup wizard. First thing you can see, we're on the internet tab. For internet service, we're going to select Ethernet WAN, as that's what our fiber connection is going to run off. And then for connection type, we're going to set that to dynamic IP with an 802.1p of 0 and a VLAN tag of 10. Then we're going to scroll down and we're going to click next. Now here, this is where you can actually edit your Wi-Fi network settings. So as you can see here, both the 2.4 and the 5 gigahertz networks are on. And as you can see below there, they have the network name and the Wi-Fi password. So just for example, I could delete this and go my new Wi-Fi. And so that would be the new network name that any device sees when they try to connect to the 2.4 channel. Same with the password, I can come down here and go my new password with an exclamation mark. And so that would be the network name, and this would be the password that you'd have to use to connect to that channel. So you can edit both if you want. I'm going to leave them as is for now, and I'm going to click next. For phone lines, we can skip this. Fantastic. So this is gateway security here, as you can see. And so this one's basically asking you for a new admin username and a new admin password. So for me, I'm going to set the username to admin with my password of password with a 0 and a 1. An exclamation point. Then we're going to click next. I'm just going to set our time down to Auckland/Wellington, and we're going to click next. Now, in the summary, you can see internet connection is actually successful. We have no phone lines, and this is the rest of the information that we've entered during this setup wizard. So check it off, make sure it's all good. If it's wrong, you can go back, but for now we're going to click finish. And as you can see there, we have a nice green tick above internet, which means we're connected to the internet. Now, if you didn't want to do the setup wizard, it would take you back to the summary page, but usually there would be an X saying no internet. And so to change those settings that we set through the setup wizard, we're just going to click on internet. And as you can see here, we have two options. But in the example that this second setup here wasn't made through that setup, we'd go create new, and it has the same kind of options available as in that screen before. So we're going to go Ethernet WAN, dynamic IP, 0 and 10, and we're going to call this internet. Now you can click apply, and that will save that in the list. As you can see there, internet is now been created. Now if you have too many of these ones available and you only want one, for example VDSL, we don't actually need this setup configuration here, and so what I'm going to do is I'm actually just going to delete that. As you can see, it's loading, and now our list only has 2 entries on it. I'm going to do the same thing with the one that we just made, as we already have Ethernet WAN set up. We'll let that load. Awesome. And there we go. We'll go back to summary just to check that we didn't mess with any of the settings too much. And as we can see, we're still connected to the internet. Now to manually change your wireless network settings, we just head over to wireless and you just click on whichever one you want and you can edit it as you see fit. So as you can see here, my new Wi-Fi, I could change that to new Wi-Fi V2. Stuff like that, click apply and save, and that's how you configure those settings for your Netcomm NF18ACV router. Thank you for watching.